Welcome to another Flight Simulator 2020 video. So this is going to be the 11th leg on the Breckenridge to Mariposa scenario inside the game. So if you go to activities, go to bush trips, you're going to find Breckenridge to Mariposa. This is the 11th leg of that scenario. So it's going to be a short flight. I've done the flight live on Facebook, so if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, all the live streams are there. Those are in Filipino. The ones that I upload on YouTube are the ones in English. But if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, the link is on the description below. So I'm just about ready to start. I'm just checking my controls. Okay, so let's go over to our nav log. And our VFR maps to check our flights. Let's turn off our timer. We don't need the timer right now. So we're going to be flying from Spanish Springs Airport. And that's going to be N86 over here. We're going to be flying over these mountains and looking for... We don't really need to fly next to them. There is the State Route 445 running somewhere over here. And we can go ahead and use that as our landmark, because that is actually what we'll be looking... we're going to be looking for a fork on that route, which will be somewhere over here. And once we see that, that's when we start changing our heading to 348, and that's when we're going to be flying through this mountain, or above the mountain, not through the mountain, above the mountain, before we see NV47, which is Palomino Airport. So we're going to do that right now. We're ready to take off. Right ahead of us looks like a quarry or a mine. And you can see all the equipment based on the satellite image being mapped onto the terrain over there. And you're going to see Route 445 right over here to our right. Again, we can follow that highway, or we can go through the mountains over here. And based on the navlog from Spanish Springs Airport, we should be expecting the junction to be in front of us at about 6 minutes into the flight. So some of my friends are asking me why I don't follow the traffic pattern when landing, and mostly it's to conserve on time on the stream. That's one. Number two, there's no radio on the bush trips, and I wish that they could have added those radio communications, as well as being able to refuel on the airports. But unfortunately, those features aren't in the bush trips scenarios. They're disabled, so we're not going to be using any radio communications. But yeah, they are right. If I wanted the full experience, then I should be following the traffic pattern. So we've reached the peak of these mountains below us, so I'm just going to take some throttle off and glide down a bit. That over there right ahead of us is the junction mentioned on the navlog. Or the fork, rather, that's mentioned on the navlog. And from there, we're going to take a heading of, was it 348? 348? Which will bring us over this mountain over here. You can see an airport over here, and that would be the farthest airport on our VFR map, which is this one over here. That would mean that somewhere here would be NV47, or Palomino Airport. It was quite easy to see the airport. If you follow the descriptions on the navlog, it tells you exactly where you are going to find it, which is if you go over the peak of this mountain here and you set a heading of 348, you are going to be in front of the airport, or the airport is going to be ahead of you. There you go. That is the airport right over there. So the reason why I know that that's the airport is because of the picture. It shows you this feature over here with a road going from here to here. And that would be the airport right there. So we're just going to prepare to land. I'm cutting the throttle slowly. I've been cutting the throttle almost immediately. I was informed that on a real plane I shouldn't be doing that, and that I should just cut it gradually. So that is what we're going to do right now. And again, once we hit that white line, I'll be adding 1 degree of flaps. Not really 1 degree, 1 notch of flaps. And we can add another one. That should bring our speed to around 80 to 90 kilometers per hour. Which is my preferred approach speed on the Savage Cub. Just adding a bit of throttle here because our speed went down to about 70 kilometers per hour. That was a bumpy landing. Not a good landing. And I'm just waiting for the plane to stop. Modulating the brakes. I don't have brake pedals, so I'm clicking on the button to slow down the airplane. I can't hold down the button because it's going to tip us over and plant the airplane's nose to the ground. And there you go. So that is Spanish Springs to Palomino. So thanks for watching the video. The next leg will be to Hurlong Airport. I'll just record that sometime over the week and upload it. I do the recordings on the weekdays when I have time, and I do live streams on Facebook on weekends. Okay, so I guess I'll see you guys on the next trip then.